Hello to all of you. This is week 5 of our at-home learning. This video is going to be about graphs and how to use graphs to help us interpret data and answer questions that have anything to do with the different kinds of graphs. Remember, there are 4 different kinds of graphs. There's a frequency table, a pictograph, a dots plot, or a bar graph. And remember, the bar graph could be horizontal or it could be vertical. So let's get on with our assignment. Today we're going to be looking at our Think Up book on page 365, and we're going to look at number 1. If we look at number 1, the first thing we see is a bar graph, and then our answer choices are all frequency tables. So before I even read the question, I want to take my data on the bar graph and interpret it. Remember that interpret means to change. And today we're going to change it into numbers. We're going to look at each bar and change it into a number. So the number of birds is 8. The number of cats, oh, it's right here between. So I need to look at the scale that's on the side. So here I go 0 to 4. So that means I'm skipping a number. So it cannot be 1 because the next number would not be 4. So then I look 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I look at here, I could see that the pattern is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And if it goes to the top, it's 14. So the number of cats equals 10. And the number of dogs is right between 12 and 14. So what number comes between 12 and 14? You're right if you said 13. And now the number of fish is right between the 4 and the 6. So what number would come between the 4 and the 6? You're right if you said 5. So now that we have interpreted our bar graph, now I'm going to go and look at the question. It says, which frequency table was used to make this bar graph? So we're looking for the frequency table that matches the bar graph. So I know that birds needs to equal 8. Cats needs to equal 10. Dogs needs to equal 13. And fish need to equal 5. Now remember that I just used the first letter of each animal just because it makes it easier for math. So let's look at A. Birds equals 8. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Cats equals 10. That's correct. Dogs equals 12. Well, nope. Dogs should be 13 because remember 12, 13, 14. So this part makes A wrong. So A cannot be my answer. Now let's go to B. It says birds equals 8. That matches. Cats equals 9. Nope, this part does not match. So that means B cannot be my answer. Now let's look at C. Birds is 8. That's correct. Cats is 10. Dogs is 13. And fish is 6. Oh, which one is wrong there? You're right. Fish is wrong. Hopefully you said that the fish were wrong. So that means A, B, and C are not correct. Now, if D is not correct, then there's something wrong that I did while I was interpreting the graph, and I would have to go back to check. Birds is 8. Cats needs to be 10. Dogs is 13. And fish equals 5. So then this is the frequency table that matches my bar graph. So I've just concluded that question on a graph. Hola, hoy vamos a resolver problemas con gráficas. Y lo que ustedes ven en la pantalla es un diagrama de puntos. Esto nos da información organizado en una línea recta con puntos. Dice número de lanzamientos para ganar. En el número 1 tenemos 3 puntos. En el número 2 tenemos 4. En el número 3, arriba del número 3 tenemos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5 y 1. Vamos a resolver el número 12. Dice múltiples pasos. ¿Cuántos jugadores debieron hacer más de 3 lanzamientos para poder ganar? Esto nos pregunta cuántos tienen más que 3. Número 4, 5 y 6 son lanzamientos para ganar. Son 4 estudiantes más 5 más 1. Porque todos esos estudiantes necesitaban más que 3 lanzamientos para ganar. Vamos a resolver. 4 más 5 es 9, más 1 son 10. La respuesta es de 10. ¿Cuántos jugadores debieron hacer más de 3 lanzamientos? Más de 3 y estos son más de 3.